The Vancouver Canucks are back at home to take on the Edmonton Oilers. David Quadrelli alongside Kevin Woodley of InGoal Mag, here to talk about it because Spencer Martin's getting the start tonight.
Yeah, a little surprised. I think we all came to the rink this morning expecting to see Thatcher Demko on the ice. No Thatcher Demko. Probably even bigger surprise to see Spencer Martin just because he'd been placed in protocol just a couple of days ago. I'm not going to pretend to understand it all. Probably involves a false positive with Spencer Martin the morning after his start against the Florida Panthers. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I was under the impression his PCR test came back negative, but you still have to wait, I believe, 24 hours before you do another one. So it kept him out of the game on Sunday. And I think for a lot of us, we felt terrible because he'd waited so long for this opportunity, more than 5 years, and you wondered when he would get his next one. So in a sort of weird roundabout way, you're kind of happy that he's going to get another shot tonight against the Edmonton Oilers.
In that start against the Panthers, Martin was pretty good. You told me about some stats that I wanted to share with our viewers as well because he was pretty good in that game, wasn't he?
Yeah, I probably should have pulled them up and written them down, but like his save percentage was like 9% above expected, which, hey, it's one game, but if you were to plot that against everybody in the National Hockey League right now, he'd be number one. That was a really good Panthers team, and it was funny watching that game. I got to admit, I was trying to figure out, like, sometimes it's tough to sort of get a feel for what the chances are like. They're obviously a dangerous team, a team that scores a bunch. Watching the game, you wondered if they were perimeter, what were they creating, but they were some doozies, and he handled it all really well. I think his goals saved above expected was almost 4 in a single game. So for some guys, that's a season. So for a guy who hadn't played in almost 5 years, that's a hell of a return to the National Hockey League, and looking forward to getting to see him again tonight against the Oilers.
The Oilers brass are going to be able to see Spencer Martin firsthand and maybe trade that first-round pick that so many Canucks fans are hoping they'll trade for him.
He's joking, folks. Everybody on Twitter that reacted seriously to that tweet, head shake, give it.
David Quadrelli, Kevin Woodley, thanks for doing this.
My pleasure.